You have played Trackmania since before Scrub was born. That's interesting. I'll need to maybe check it out. It sounds decent. Chickman107, welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, I should say. Appreciate it. Let me know if the server is too poo. Florus. So Florus is gonna let us know if the server is too bad. Oh, apparently we're in Neo Tokyo. Whoops. Let me get back out of there. Also, whoops. That is Neo Tokyo.
Didn't know what to put here, but felt obligated to do so.
I think I had Rumble on as well. I'm actually so stupid. It was Neo Tokyo Rumble. What am I doing? Oh, I'm a professional lobby creator. So I accidentally made Rumble in Neo Tokyo instead of legitimate 1v1 on Manfield Night where we all want to be. I'm sure Kronovi wouldn't have minded in Neo Tokyo, to be honest. He likes Neo Tokyo, or so he says. Florus, the new ladder god of season 4, has a good server on his first try. Somebody that
Scottish internet.
What on earth are you talking about? I did sort out my internet. I had to restart the stream a couple of times, but we did it. We got it fixed. This is going to be a really interesting matchup. Florus is a player who is extremely scary in Europe right now. Never seen him play against Kronovi though. And Kronovi will take the lead. What are you talking about, Nashia? It's a good job by Kronovi here to capitalize on Florus's early mistake. He says perfect face plant in the chat. His debut on stream and he's face planted the floor. A great introduction to the world from the Englishman, I believe. But there's a couple of things to inform you guys about Florus, because of course you guys probably don't know who this is. I didn't know about him until I saw him play against Scrubkilla on Scrub stream a whole lot at the end of season 3. Scrub was streaming ranked ones and he matched up against this guy a ton, and Florus did pretty good. He didn't take a winning record against Scrubkilla, but really who does these days, especially if Scrub's finishing off rank 1 and 2 simultaneously. But he did do well, and definitely caught my eye, caught the eye of other people. And he also just so happens to be a 4-month resub to my stream, so there you go, that's the road to my stream, it's just resub a bunch of times, right? But he did, I remember in his most recent resub, he gave me some of the credit for his rise to 1v1 success, and I want to really quickly shut that down, 100%. Talked about this in my stream before, but I'll reiterate that anyone who is able to take any information that I tell them on my stream, or there's someone, or you know, watching another player play Rocket League, if they're able to look at what the player that they're against is doing successfully to beat them, and learn from that, that is 100% the skill of the player who is learning. So I give Florus all the credit. He's been able to rise to prominence in Season 4 very, very quickly. I believe his main account is 14 points away from rank 2, and his Smurf account is about 12 points away or something, or vice versa. Both accounts are extremely high rated in the top 10, and you can tell they're both his. I think it's Florus and Florus 2, and they both have the same profile picture, repping England very well. And not doing too shabby against Kronovi here. Good boost steal. Had a read that Kronovi is going to go for that one. But while we're still in the roundabout looping playstyle here, where nobody's really scoring, everybody's just in control of their boost for the most part, and trying to find a foothold in this game. I'll tell you an interesting fact that we learned about Florus today on Scrub stream.
Second time I have gotten my 9-month resub.
Second time. Rip, dude. But that is his name. I asked him, where on earth does Florus come from? Because to me, that sounds like a name that you'd give a flower pot man or something like that. For those of you who've seen that show from the UK, I believe it's just a UK show. And he said that it is an amalgamation or a combination of his name and his sister's name, and I'm not going to tell you what those names are. Twitch viewers who already know the answer, please do not spoil it. I know that that's a huge ask, but if you guys cannot spoil that, let's see if anyone in YouTube comments can guess what the names are.
What have you done? Please change it back right
Being a bit cheeky right here, he nearly got a successful outplay there. Kronovi didn't move in though. He wanted to wait and see what was going to happen on the back end of that 360 dribble. And Florus center ball to Kronovi, to the net. Not the smartest play by Florus here to hit this as hard as he did. He wanted to get the ball and the boost, which is why he dodged, but by dodging so hard into the ball, he just centered it, and he couldn't catch up with it. But yeah, Twitch chat's probably going to ruin it. But you won't know who is successfully ruining it. So make sure, Twitch chat, if anybody's spoiling the challenge, chuck in some red herrings, you know? Just to make it difficult for YouTube. But if anyone can guess correctly what Florus's name and his sister's names are based on the Flo and the Russ, then I'll be very impressed. I don't think anybody got it for ages in Scrubs chat. We were trying a whole load of combinations. But that's a little bit about our competitor here, who has got to be feeling pretty nervous going up against not only a well-known name, not only a proven competitor, but Kronovi himself, one of the most feared names in all of Rocket League since the very beginning. And he has proven himself on my own stream and on my own channels multiple times. And, you know, props to him, because going up against a new player like Florus, there's to the lesser mind, you might think, what is in this for Kronovi? You know, beating Florus, everybody expects him to do so because most of you guys have never heard of Florus before. But Kronovi understands that losing a series is not the end of the world. Even if he does drop this one, it doesn't really matter. You guys are all still going to be fans of Kronovi on what he can do. But if he can win this one, if he can beat the player who's currently ranked 4 and 6 in the world simultaneously, then that is a pretty big statement. Because we've not been seeing much 1v1 from Kronovi recently. He managed to beat Pluto, I believe, in Rumble ones on my stream. That was the last time that we saw him. But in straight up ones, I can't remember what the last matchup we saw of Kronovi was. Maybe somebody can help me figure that one out. Was it Miho? Was it Miho? I know that he beat Devo, of course. Everybody saw that video. But he started off pretty well in this best of 5. And you guys are all still trying to guess what Florus's name is, and of course the name of his sister. Apparently, this is what he told me. So I have no reason not to believe that. And he's opting not to go up and over his own goal here, cutting inside, something that we're very used to seeing Devo doing. Doesn't like to go up and over his own net unless he absolutely needs to in 1v1, because it does use more boost. Good save and recovery by Florus, but it is going to be tricky to keep this one out of the net because Kronovi is already there. 6-3, looks like game 1 is going to be going in favor of the American. So I have Crow in Discord. I mean, not right now, I'm not in Discord. But yeah, I've spoken to Crow in Discord before. And speaking of Kronovi, 7-3, making it even more emphatic here. Just to reiterate, we did hit a pretty good USC server on the first try here for Florus. Kronovi being from Texas does make it very hard to play on the European servers, so thank you to Florus for agreeing to play across the pond. And he put on a pretty good showing here. He's been down the entire game though. He'll be looking to get a better start in the next one, because that is such a big deal in a shorter series like this to start strong. If he gets another bad start, he'll be staring down the gun of a 0-2 defeat. Kronovi going for a flying dunk. Florus could keep this up all the way. Not got as much acceleration as he would want though. Trying his 360 dribble again. I hope he can pull that one off this series. That would be incredible if he can successfully 360 dribble Kronovi. But yeah, it's definitely good to finally get Florus on stream. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I won't name and shame anybody, but I was trying to find an opponent for Florus, and a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are scared because they know how good he is, and they played against him in EU ranked, and they know what he can do. And yeah, it was difficult to get an opponent for him, so big up to Kronovi for stepping up to the plate and saying that he'd give it a bash, and he's doing great. 1-0 up already. Same teams, so I'm not going to get too confused here. Both playing very dark cars, heat waves as well. Florus opting to shadow at the near post, doesn't have much boost, a very tricky position. He might have had time to grab that corner boost, but I think generally not going for that corner boost is a smarter play, but an even smarter play still I think would have just been rushing the ball there. We'll be hoping to see more aggression out of Florus for the rest of the series.
This one
doesn't want to give Kronovi space there.
Thank you, Johnny, for letting me realizing that Kepert and Doomsy are better YouTubers than you.
What does that even mean? Where did that even come from? Help me realize that how do I even say that? I don't even know how to say that name. And Doomsy are better YouTubers. You'll have to explain that one to me. Ryan Graham's a pretty good YouTuber. Oh, Kronovi with the savagery. This is all Florus is doing though. He missed the boost steal, and that is what enabled Kronovi to close the distance, and not only do that, but completely annihilate Florus in the process. And that's a huge swing. It was a situation where Florus could have had a boost steal, and then, you know, dribble into the midfield, turn back, and attack. But he was not able to get the boost steal. He missed it by a fraction. And that's the difference between having a possession play in offense and getting scored on in that situation. Looking out for the fast power slide play. All of the new boys in European high level 1v1 at least, and there are a few who have really emerged at the end of season 3 and the start of season 4 of ranked. They're all very, very fast players. They're all very adept at boost management and challenging the ball, and that's something that we're going to be looking out for here. Is how Florus is going to opt to challenge, and how he's going to opt to... I'm getting so distracted by these notifications. How he's going to opt to move around the field. If he's going to be going blind like in this situation, or if he's going to be keeping an eye on where Kronovi is. And what a shot! Whipping it over the top of Kronovi to tie the game with just under a minute and 30 seconds. Not one whip, but two, getting it twice over the top. Side flip there. It was the perfect thing to do in that situation. Not allowing the front of his car to dip low. But of course, we've got to watch out. Florus not the only fast player in this field. Kronovi, another exceptionally quick player. And gets faked hugely. Oh my goodness. That was a sick mind game by Florus here. He saved his second jump, but he just never used it. One jump, just never uses the second one, never uses a delayed dodge. Kronovi going way over the top of the ball there. He was hoping that Florus was going to pop the ball a second time so that he could pinch it into his own crossbar. But Florus just did nothing and let Kronovi outplay himself. Kronovi might have an equalizer. Yes, he will. Second bump goal.
2v2 the other day. Smile.
You enjoyed carrying me in a 2v2? That's never happened before. I don't get carried in solo 2s, dude. My teammates are always feeding. No, I'm just kidding. It does happen occasionally. It's a joy when you're just like sitting back and getting carried in solo 2s. It's like, yes, finally. This has never happened before. Or at least it never feels like it happens very often. Very competitive game here. Florus opting to skip out on the back boost entirely. Gonna aggress Kronovi very, very quickly, and it's gonna work out exceptionally well. Kronovi getting forced back into his own corner. Maybe surprised by the line that Florus took here, but that was so smart by Florus. He didn't go back into his own corner to collect the boost. He knew that he could just beat Kronovi to the center of the field, and that boost starved Kronovi somewhat. Speaking of boost starvation, Kronovi unable to get back and save the kickoff goal. Florus is gonna take the first 2-goal lead that he's had the entire series. And as always, guys, appreciate all of the notifications. I will make sure to catch all of these after the series is over. I'll very quickly catch up on those. And for anyone who's a new sub, they have recently changed first-time subscriptions to allow you to send a message. Oh my goodness, Kronovi's so close to closing the lead to 1. But yeah, like I was saying, if you're a new sub, you need to refresh the page before the notification will go off on Streamlabs. Florus, like many of us will have expected, like I expected, has been keeping the distance very, very short between himself and the ball for the majority of this game, but Kronovi is mirroring that. He is not allowing Florus to bully him. In fact, he has been the more physical of the two players. Third goal with a little bit of contact involved. Third goal in a row, actually, with a little bit of contact involved for Kronovi. First in demo, now 2 bumps. He is not being bullied here, and it's something that we have seen happen to Kronovi before in a series that he has lost to Scrubkilla quite recently. He did allow Scrubkilla to outpace him around the field, control the boost, control the physical side of the game, but this is not what is happening right here. If anything, Florus is the one who is being forced into uncomfortable situations and is doing well to get out of these situations without getting scored on. in every single one of them, but he is getting scored on quite often here, just by Kronovi refusing to give him space, boost starving him, and then beating him to the goal. Florus there, caught in two minds, didn't know whether to keep challenging the ball like he had been doing for the previous 20 seconds. No power on that shot. Florus desperately needs this victory, I feel, and Kronovi with that casual air dribble, making it look easy. Florus completely out of position here. He'll be kicking himself for this one. He's been making it difficult for Kronovi to score in almost every other goal before this one, but that was just easy peasy for the G2 captain. Spotting the gap behind Florus, he realized that he had some time to go forward over the top of him, and again another boost steal. It's good to see this aggression from Kronovi because, like I said, he can often play the low econ game very well, but it isn't always the way that you want to play in 1v1. You don't want to force yourself into that situation where your opponent is the one who's in control of all the boosts. Speaking of control, Florus with a deft steal, and now the ball is very much in his control. Popping it multiple times here, trying to get Kronovi to jump, but Kronovi is just going to sit on the ground. Really smart play by him. He knows that although Florus is threatening shots, none of them are real chances on net. And now he's secured the boost for himself. Really smart by Kronovi. Just weathering the storm, waiting for the boost that was stolen to respawn, and then grabs it for himself. 35 seconds left. Florus desperately needs a goal. That small touch by Kronovi might make it difficult for Florus to score, but he's going to get it in anyway. Rebound is off the near post. Kronovi got a small touch on that ball as Florus was trying to dribble it downfield, and Florus still, with very minimal boost, was able to rebound it. Pass to himself off the near post. Kronovi might have the last laugh here. One more chance before the game is over. Florus is way out the game, and that is going to be Kronovi taking the lead right back. The challenge wasn't a terrible one by Florus, but he just got dunked on. Kronovi going right over the top of him. All sound is muted, but that's probably because I'm in class right now with the sound turned up. That's probably why. What a save by Florus. He really needed to save that. As Kronovi, going 2-0 up with hardly any time left, would have surely been game. Florus has given himself one more chance. Kronovi doesn't want to give him space here. Dodges the demo. Florus, can he keep it up? Yes, he can. Kronovi is completely starved. Florus doesn't get the equalizer. Tries to freestyle to the bottom corner, but Kronovi keeps it out. If Florus had scored that, that would have been pretty sick. He nearly got the demo in Kronovi, managed to keep the ball up in 0 seconds, but it was to no avail. Perhaps intending to air dribble a bit higher than he did end up doing. But that was pretty close. Pretty close.
Here's Johnny.
I really want to reach a high rank, but I am level 67 already and still in gold 3. Is it worth to keep going, or am I just bad? Lol, please be honest.
Dude, just have some fun with it. Don't get too concerned about your rank. Just play for fun, and the ranks will come eventually, as long as you keep on being self-critical. Florus again very low on that 50-50, reminiscent of the goal that he conceded to lose the previous game. He needs to hit the ball a bit higher here. There we go. The ball still pinching out high, but both players being equally low is what enabled him to get the win. And what a shot. Using every ounce of boost in this situation, barely getting it past Kronovi. Kronovi was not expecting such a good shot. Whoa, the placement. Perfection from Florus. Reminiscent of Scrubkilla's kickoff goals. Those are some better kickoffs from Florus. That's definitely what we want to see. Kronovi again just refusing to back down and give Florus the run of show.
Wow, guys, Mallow here since 2 months.
Low bounce dribble on top of the car from Florus. Flicks it, and that is going to be a goal. The speed that he is accelerating down the field here is what is making it difficult for Kronovi. And although he's sort of carrying the ball, he's keeping it alive. He's keeping it bouncing so that he can have a little bit more pace on the shot when he does arrive at the end of the field of Kronovi. And I know there's a couple of new viewers tuning in asking who is Florus. He is currently the 4th and also 6th highest rated 1v1 player in the world. And he honestly, his accounts are just a couple of wins away from rank 2. Both of them. They're very, very close. So yeah, he's a extremely high rated ladder player in Europe at the moment. Hailing from England, I believe. What is that beanie emote? I need to check that. Rocket Bean. Your Rocket is your thing? I think my bean is better. It looks a bit more derpy, but yeah, they look pretty good together. Not gonna lie, look pretty good together. I've got something to ask you guys. Oh, Kronovi casually dinking it over the top of Florus once again. Florus had the boost advantage in this situation, but the touches that Kronovi's able to get on the ball, always accelerating it towards Florus's net. He's been extremely clinical and very speedy today in getting the ball towards Florus's net whenever the net does, or the open net does present itself. Again, Florus under pressure. Again, I'll have to keep reiterating his first appearance on stream. Oh, Kronovi getting an unfortunate touch. Keeps the ball in the center. Florus flicked it a little bit too high. Side flip flick. Kronovi accidentally kills what would have been a safe ball. That is a bit of a shame for him. But credit to Florus for putting the ball in that awkward position, making it hard for Kronovi to clear. So it's been such a game of just showing us players' ability to withstand being boost starved. Florus here has all the boost, but it doesn't matter. Kronovi stays with it, jumps over the demo, completely blind. Florus goes for the corner boost, and Kronovi immediately fires to the open net. This has been just a showcase from Kronovi of how to deal with being boost starved. And he's not even been forced into that situation as much as I'm used to seeing from him. Like I said, he really allowed Scrub Killer to bully him last time they played, and boost starve him a lot more than this. But this game, he is controlling his boost a lot better. And still, whenever he does get boost starved, he's showing us why he is so feared. With, doesn't matter how much boost Kronovi has, he's always going to be a threat. What are you guys spamming? Long ago, chat lived together in harmony. Everything had changed when the mods attacked. Only the chat spammer, master of all spam and memes, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new chat spammer, a nose bender named Johnny Boy. And although his Rocket League skills are poor, he is still a lot to learn before he is ready to spam anything. Okay, I'm not really sure where that ended, but interesting meme right there. Oh, Florus with the little trippies at the end of this one. Kronovi almost carrying the ball from point blank range. But that's so smart. Florus got underneath Kronovi, let Kronovi land on him because he knew if he just got underneath Kronovi's car, Kronovi wouldn't be able to drive. Kronovi just flops over, allowing Florus to bring the game back within one. Kronovi has been dictating this series for the most part, and a great save. Getting so much height on that ball is going to give Kronovi a ton of breathing room here, and he uses that to immediately close the distance. Florus, I believe, secured that boost. Yes, he did. And he'll secure this one. Kronovi will have to back off somewhat. And he opts to go all the way into his corner. This could be dangerous. Florus has had quite a lot of success from this range, and again finds the top corner. Kronovi giving him a nice one in the chat for this one. That was a really good shot. We saw from Kronovi's POV that Florus is making it really difficult for him. Great air roll shot by Florus. 5-all. Reverse sweep necessary if Florus is to bring this one back, but Kronovi just plows right through him. Holy cow, Kronovi is a savage. Florus is just having a little peaceful time in the corner. He wants to eat his grass, find new pastures. But Kronovi just comes flying in, just slams him. Absolute savagery. Kronovi he's come out on top of the physical game here by far. It's not even been close. It's the most physical Kronovi I've ever seen. It's reminiscent of K-Dop style. Florus, a good pre-jump save to the near post, but he is still in trouble here. Kronovi with another bump and another goal. Holy cow. Florus is getting beamed left, right, and center here. He's trying everything, but he just can't get rid of Kronovi. Kronovi is everywhere he turns. But we'll definitely, I'm sure we'll see more of Florus. He's not done yet. He's not done yet. Kronovi is making this very difficult. A player who was feared in Europe is getting taken apart by the North American poster boy, forced into an own goal. This was absolutely intentional. Kronovi just runs the ball right in front of Florus. Florus can't do anything but own goal. Sorry, Florus, but I had to watch that one again. That was hilarious. What a play by Kronovi. Play of the game is a forced own goal. We have unforced starters, and then we have that. What a play. Still a competitive game, though. 2 goals the difference, 8-6, with 1:30 remaining. All you guys who don't think that was calculated have obviously never heard Kronovi in comms calling own goals before they happen. He even did that at the line. He forced Markey into an own goal, I believe it was, at the first RLCS line in the grand finals. He forced an own goal from Markey. Florus on the ball again, has had lots of success from this range, trying to fake out Kronovi, wiggling all over the place, but Kronovi has been so patient in that position. It's going to be difficult to get him to pre-jump in any direction. No boost steal at the near post there from Kronovi. Florus was at the game for quite a while. Does get another trip onto Kro. Demo was open there. Kronovi was mid-flip. Florus opting not to go for the demo here. He might have been able to do that had he gone for it. But opportunity missed. And he doesn't have too many of those, or too many more opportunities left. Believe he'll have to score with this opportunity and the next one. There is one, trying maybe to force Kronovi to score an own goal. But a 1-goal game is what we're going to have towards the end of this. Will Florus be able to keep his composure on the potentially the last face-off of the game? Bit of a weird flip interaction, but he's just done enough.
With the 4 months.
Early.
I have a very serious
early turn
question for you, and I hope you take this surely serious as possible. Are you ready? Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Harder daddy, harder daddy, harder daddy, harder daddy, moi, moi.
Oh my goodness, so Kronovi is going to take this series. What are these donations? What are these sub alerts? But GG's and well played. Kronovi, phenomenal defending. Phenomenal savagery. Kronovi saying your dribbles are nuts. Thanks, says Florus. Florus says you're a mountain. Thanks again, Nose Lover 37 for that lovely donation. But Kronovi takes it 3-0. Florus not able to stand tall as the mountain today. And like I said earlier, credit to Kronovi for giving Florus an opportunity to take him on here. Absolutely a player who deserves said opportunity. You don't get to within, let's take a quick glance here. You don't get within 14 points and 8 points respectively off rank 2 on both your accounts and not catch people's eyes. You don't get that high and not catch people's eyes. But yeah, really well done. Kronovi, more aggressive than usual. Not just sitting back and playing the reactive style that we're used to seeing from him. So that's really good. Really good to see. Russelina. He'd call himself Russelina. That's definitely not his sister's name. This is a meme. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. But yeah, I will do what do you call it? I will do sellouts real quick, as always, and then we'll get right into the next series. Straight after that, we got Ferda versus Sweaty Mix coming up. Ferda versus Sweaty Mix. Ferda from the leftovers. Sweaty Mix, of course, has played on stream before. But I'm going to run some ads, guys, just before we do that. Before I come back with that one. So, probably when I upload this to YouTube, there will probably be like a huge delay about to happen, just so it don't spoil the result. I am trying to do that. Rizzo sell his balls for 70k. I don't know what that means. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm gonna run some ads real quick, then we'll be right back with another series, so don't go anywhere. You're not going to miss any action while the ads are running.